Today, Precarious plays
Deus Ex, Mankind Divided.
Mr. Jensen, it's no man Stanek. Please, you must help.
Mr. Stanek, how did you...
My daughter, they're going to kill her. I gave your friends the slip, and when I got to here...
Where?
The Precarious district, an apartment complex behind the laundromat. Please, hurry.
Okay. We're gonna do something about that, right?
No,
No?
we're not, actually. I don't think. I'm pretty sure that we're headed towards a mutually exclusive scenario. I helped him the first time I played, and I do think it is a more... There's possibly an argument to be made where you're helping a very small number of people immediately compared to helping a much larger number of people in the long term.
Mm-hmm.
So, morally, it might just kind of wind up being a wash, like there's no right decision to be made.
Yeah.
But it certainly feels much more immediate. Like, you are the person that needs to fix this, whereas the alternative mission, it feels like Alex could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she can turn invisible. She could do it. I don't think she does, but it really does feel like you have to be the one to solve this problem. But I'm gonna do the other one. I'm gonna break into the bank for a specific reason.
Okay.
It's a gamey thing.
I'm just gonna trust you.
Oh, there's something that I wanted to get out of the way from the last session.
Adam, you okay? Those drones...
I'm fine. Whoever sent them didn't succeed.
Thank God for that. Listen, Janus just called. VersaLife is closing their account, moving everything out of that data vault tonight. This can't wait. You gotta get over there now.
I can't. I found the bomb maker. She can tell us everything. But she's about to be killed.
What? Shit, man, they're cleaning up loose ends. I can't break into a bank, not by myself. And if we don't do this now, we lose the Orchid. Fuck!
But if I don't go to the Precarious district, the bomb maker dies, and we're back to square one.
Your call, man.
You already said bank, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah.
What's your gamey reason? Is it a spoiler?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something that I want to see for myself. Because I've only seen screenshots. And I don't know, it's a pilgrimage, basically.
Mm-hmm.
There's something that I want to see for myself. Yeah, it's weird though, because if I go there, is it going to assume that I'm committing to that? Because I don't wanna... I'm gonna risk leaving this unfinished,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna go straight to the bank.
Okay.
There was something that I was saying about Fire Emblem 3 houses in the last session.
Yeah.
I was talking about an example of something that the game did that I really like.
I'm not paid to be nice. I'm paid to make sure you fuck.
Your characters all have stats, and they have skill levels, and they have classes, but none of that really means much to those characters in universe.
Mm-hmm.
Eliwood doesn't know that he only has 3 HP left. 3 HP left. He just probably feels bad.
Yeah.
He just knows that he's hurt.
Well, now my arm fell off. Ow.
Did Janus actually have a plan for this robbery? Or does he expect me to shoot my way to the vault?
He had someone slip a package into the bank manager's car.
Someone?
It's parked in the employee parking garage. Let me know when you've got it. I'm glad you're doing this, Adam.
I'm not. Feels like the wrong choice morally, but there's something that I gotta see, and at the end of the day, like, I try to behave with a pretty consistent morality, no matter what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But this is very metatextual, I suppose.
This is something that you're going to make an exception for.
Yeah, this is a thing that I want to see in a piece of media. And that's sort of the end of it, you know?
Yeah.
So, 3 houses, it takes part of... It takes part of that systemic stuff and contextualizes it in a way that your characters could appreciate in universe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so does this make it less likely? No, that just increases the level of the defense. I am gonna get that one to hopefully make this stuff more consistent. Still have capture detection. Yeah, it's still 45%, which is not great.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Oh!
Access granted.
See, that one was a 3, so I got it. Even though I started it late, I got it just ahead of the 4. I'm quite happy about that. Okay, and I'm just gonna go in here. So this is gonna be all new from my perspective. So I gotta be careful.
Okay.
But that also means that I need to finish talking about 3 houses so I can concentrate.
Yes.
By framing everything as like your professors are judging your skill levels, your competency determines what classes you can have.
Mm-hmm.
That just takes something that was part of a game construct, and it gives it it makes it exist in the world.
Yeah.
Because now, like, so here, but nothing in this game, nothing in 3 houses exists without a caveat, right?
Yeah.
Because I look at that and I'm like, well, that's great. That's a cool idea. But then it's a fucking written exam. And
Yeah,
that's so
like-
frustrating. Like, is this just like a Japanese thing? Is that what, do they just love like the academy structure that much? Where it's like, I want to be a cavalier and ride a horse. How do I do that? Better take a test. Better take a written exam. They wouldn't have even had to have done it per class. They already had attack animations, right?
Yeah.
It could have just been like, this, your character rides on a horse,
Program initiated.
and that's the exam. It shows them like running down a target, like a target dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Access granted.
Oh. It shows them running down a target dummy, and there's like a success animation and then a failure animation if they mess it up.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's it. That's all it takes. That you could use that for any of the mounted Cavalier style classes, right? And it just would have been using the attack animation against just a target dummy. You know, the archer and sniper could have both just fired an arrow again at a target dummy. Mages could have just used their most basic attack spell.
Mm-hmm.
They might have to put a little bit of ingenuity, a little bit of thought into okay, well that's good to know. They might have needed to put a little extra thought into the healing classes, or they could have just copped out and been like, nah, just use Nosferatu
Yeah.
on a target dummy.
On this stump. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just
Why didn't
just
they do that?
sitting down to take a test. Just I can't even think of it. It's so inherently ridiculous to me that I can't think of a way to make it more ridiculous, right?
Yeah. Man.
It's like, which I want to know the content of that test. It's like, this is a multiple choice question about the anatomy of a sword. Where is the bottom part of the sword is the A, pommel, B, fulcrum, C, haft. It's really frustrating.
True or false? The enemies go on the pointy end. Like,
that is more morally complicated than
yeah, that is.
you might expect. Is this
well-
just another way in? I don't know.
I didn't have a lot of practical exams coming up through school, but the ones that I did have, I loved. Of course, I did enjoy test prep and taking tests most of the time.
Nerd.
Well, because it's like a challenge. It's like anything.
Okay, but think about what you just said. Yes, it's a challenge, but it is a trivial in a
very literal sense.
it is a trivial challenge, and that is not appropriate for something as physical, as immediate. Like, that could have been cool, right? Like, if the more physical classes, if those were practical exams, and then if the
Okay, Alex, I got the package. Now what?
There's supposed to be a data rod and an access card inside, but the card is blank. Janus said we need to imprint it with biometrics from an active account holder.
So what? Kidnap somebody and steal their DNA?
Maybe next week. Tonight we can get what's needed from an office on the 3rd floor. According to a contact, the bank keeps clients' profiles on a secure terminal there.
So all I gotta do is get through security to find it. Great.
So, maybe the spellcasting classes. Maybe
They could read books.
Yeah, they could have had a written exam. That could have been. It would have sort of driven home like, ha, nerds. Oh, don't like
It's
that.
wet.
Am I gonna get electrocuted?
Ugh. Very gross.
But I do like the core idea where
where the stats and skills that you spend so much of the game manipulating have some meaning within the universe to the people that are in universe.
yeah, because that it's always for every Fire Emblem game I've played, skills have been assigned a letter grade, and now it's like a literal letter grade
Yeah.
that a professor is like assessing your performance and saying, you got a B+ in handling swords.
I remember my driving test being really good
Mm-hmm.
because not the computer one, the written one was bad because some of the questions were phrased poorly. Otherwise, I would have gotten a perfect score.
Mm-hmm.
However, this particular building
But, you spend all this time practicing driving a car, and then you just go sit with a stranger, which is probably the hardest part of it, and drive the car.
Your friend, Nomad Stanek, escaped custody. Agent Riley said he was...
Yeah, I heard. His daughter's in trouble.
Trouble? What kind of trouble? You know where they are? Adam, you need to go find them, both of them, before it's too late.
I'm on it.
Not doing it. You can't make me game. I bet they do that either way. I bet somebody contacts you to chastise you for not doing the other thing. You know?
Yeah. But, I love practical exams. Oh, you know the class that I felt was the stupidest for having written exams?
Chemistry?
No.
Physics?
No. I never had physics, actually.
Gym?
Gym never had a written exam that I remember.
Oh, I took a gym class with it was a combination.
Where are you, Mr.
Oh
Jensen?
my god, you
said you
guys!
were coming.
Yes!
I got caught up in something. I'll be there soon, Mr. Stanek.
There is no more soon. You are too late. My little girl is gone. She's gone to their ascension.
Mr. Stanek. Nomad. Shit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, look, I feel bad about it, but I got somewhere to be.
Okay.
I mean, I still don't think things end super well for her. I think she's still... Like, she's been in the system before, and this is where it led her.
Yeah.
People aren't interested in helping her. And even if I did, Adam's not a super dedicated on-call, like, for-patient psychologist.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, anyways, foods.
Oh.
Yeah. Foods.
Well, no, I mean, like, that's... Like, recipes?
No.
But, like, recipes, though.
No.
But...
How do you practice a cooking technique, with a test? Like, I can write... Like, anybody can copy a recipe. Over. But the actual execution of the recipe is difficult. Especially if there are, like, techniques, or if it's the first time you're cooking something. Which for some people don't cook. I have had to convince myself of this multiple times throughout my life.
A lot of people don't cook.
Yeah. And I don't understand how anyone can survive without being able to provide themselves with food. But
They just... Other people do it.
I know. How? How could you be so defenseless in that way?
I don't know. I mean,
I would be freaked out to not be able to at least, you know, do eggs or something. You know?
I mean, we had a college professor that we both like and respect. That I don't think she did any. I don't think anybody in her household was much of a chef. I think that they went out to eat like almost all the time.
And I've had very...
Alex, you still with me? I'm accessing the biometric terminal now. How's this supposed to work?
The way Janus explained it, malware on the card will look for the profile of an authorized VersaLife representative and clone it.
I thought he said the card was blank.
Technically, I said it. Sorry. But the card should be active now. Find the elevator to the basement and try it.
Okay. Well...
Yeah.
I think it has to do with, you know, like, old ideas of food scarcity and stuff.
Yeah.
That I feel like the idea of not knowing how to cook something tasty it seems like such a vulnerability, you know? But I mean, like, I can't do 3 push-ups, so... you know, But it's wild the way that I viscerally go like, oh, you can't cook? Like, oh, no, you mean you can't cook? Well, that's normal.
Well, yeah, I think that's probably true most of the time. It's people are like, I can't. I think I can not light the kitchen on fire.
Yeah.
How's that for a trick?
But, like, there are people that I've run into that boil pasta is a skill that needs developed. You know? And it's just like absolutely everything. If you don't work on it, you don't get it.
The access card worked, Alex. I'm in the elevator heading down.
Janus is good, man. He said security measures prevent wireless communications near the vault, so you and I will lose contact soon.
Meaning I'll be on my own from here on in.
Just until you enter the VersaLife vault and plug the data rod into their terminal. Janus should be able to contact you directly once it's installed. He had me load a bunch of malware on it. Of course, you have to reach the vault access room and call down the VersaLife vault first. If you're stopped by security...
Well... Yes. That's when we lost contact?
Yeah. I know we're at the end of the episode, so I guess I'm just saying that it offends my sensibilities to ask somebody to cook an egg on paper and never touch the stove.
Yeah. Yeah, when you say it like that,
it
does seem pretty ridiculous.
It's not gonna help in the ways that you need it to.